What's going on, all you beautiful citizens out there in the nation? Your boy Sly here, and like clockwork, I am back in the world of Destiny, checking out all the happenings of the weekly reset. So let's not spoil too much time, and let's get right to it. While we're in orbit, let's change up the pace of my usual routine and go out of order for once, getting a little crazy here. So let's check out everything that resets up in orbit. As you can see by the highlights, it is freshly 5 a.m. Things have just turned over. So let's start off with the Crucible and see what's up. This week, expect to see Mayhem Rumble come back into the competition. This will also be your source for legendary marks as well as your second sterling treasure. As for our secondary weekly playlist, we have Inferno 6v6. Expect a mix-up of Inferno Clash and Inferno Control. So, as we all know, Trials of Osiris has taken a back seat for a few days until the heavy glitch can be fixed. So expect to see elimination on here for quite some time in the future. Still, no word on when Trials will be back in rotation, as well as when Lord Saladin will get the go-ahead to bring in Iron Banner. I'm assuming a downloadable patch will be needed for this fix, or it would have been changed already. If that is the case, downloadable patches take a lot of time and need approval from an insane amount of people, companies, and agencies before Bungie gets the go-ahead to launch it. So here's hoping a fix will be inbound very soon. So let's go ahead and dive into the Nightfall. Now last week's, it sucked, and I'm hoping this one has a little more of a relaxed atmosphere. Well, as relaxed as a Nightfall can get, I suppose. But alright, well, let's first take a peep at these modifiers. Epic is up first, heavily shielded, something, dark side. It's okay, it's every week, we get it. The real modifiers, solar burn. Solar damage from any source is greatly increased. Following that, Brawler. Guardian melee damage is greatly increased. And next, we have Grounded. Players take more damage while airborne. And oh man, match game, really? Match game. Enemy shields are resistant to all unmatched elemental damage. I hate that one, and so much for a relaxing Nightfall, right? Either way, guys, the difficulty boils down to which strike this will apply to, and if this was Shield Brothers, this would have been nasty. But alright, guys, let's dive in and find out what we're facing.
The Taken King is dead, yet still his armies writhe and claw at our worlds. Even as you led the assault on the Dreadnought, a powerful Taken war beast fled for the safety of the shrine to Oryx. The would-be Prince Malok.
Hey, our new buddy Malok. Solar burn might be a problem, but that shouldn't be that bad of a Nightfall. Now here's hoping not everything has rainbow shields, and the good part is that any Nightfall is better than Arc Scions with shields, guys. No, just no. Alright, it is tower time. Homeboy Shaxx and his usual bounties are waiting for us, and like normal, only a few actually change. But hey, Shaxx needs love too. But before I forget, head to the Postmaster first and foremost and grab your sterling box of love. Who doesn't like presents at the beginning of a week? And that is no one, so don't forget to grab it. What's up, Shaxx, me boy? Alright, well, let's hit him up and see what this new Tuesday has for us so far. So, for Crucible bounties, let's see what hasn't changed. First up, we have individual achievement. Complete Crucible matches with an individual score of at least 1,500 points, and you need to do that twice. Second in line, we have making an impact. Win 7 matches. Crucible combat is up next, and that reads win 1 game in 3 different Crucible game modes: Clash, Skirmish, and Elimination. Featured matches is next. Earn points in any featured playlist. Wins are worth 3, completions and losses are worth 1. You need 5 points total to cross this off as finished. Finally, the remaining 2, we have a rare one, and that is as a team. Complete 5 matches in a fire team of 2 or more players. And then finally, the true meaning of war. Simply turn all these bad boys in, collect the sweetness, boom, you are done. So I hope you all didn't spend your Worm Spore on Dead Orbit like I did last week. New Monarchy is accepting it this week, and if you have tons of it built up from the Raid Ghost, then look no further. New Monarchy will take it all. Alright, now off to the Reef and over to my one-eyed beauty, Petra. Just like Shaxx, she doesn't have a lot of rotation anymore, but it is an easy way to get keys, and who doesn't like a little bit of free rep, right? So first up, we have Wanted Bounty, and what do you know, it's back to Urxery. You'll find this Archon in Skywatch if you're interested. Next, we have kill 12 named or consumed Fallen, Hive, Cabal, or Vex, and then finally kill 100 taken. And if you're a raider, that gets completed in no time at all. Alright, next we're heading over to the weird alien wearing the belly dancer's mask, our homeboy Varix. I love these things, man. Like, it's these little packages. This is like the only place I ever get planetary materials. Alright, well, bounties are up first. Let's check them out. Impressive Performance is up first, and it simply says earn points in Challenge of Elders. A little vague on how many points, but seems easy enough. You just shoot. Next, Close Still counts. Use grenades to kill enemies in level 41 PoE or Challenge of Elders. And last bounty of the week, Shock Trooper. Use ARC abilities to kill enemies in level 41 PoE or the Challenge. So, on to our bonus modifier of the week. Now, if you've been following the pattern since it debuted, then you already know what's about to pop up. This week, we are back to grenade kills as our bonus modifier, and while we're here, let's go ahead and check out the other modifiers you can expect to see while battling in the prison. Like I said, you already know it's grenades, but the other two modifiers are exposure. Guardian shields are increased but do not replenish, and airborne. Players deal more damage while in the air. Alright, Guardians, with the reef cleared out, let's hit up that dreaded knot. Now, for the Raiders out there, we are in the middle of the challenge rotation, meaning that our buddy Golgi is the challenger for this week. One of the harder challenges in terms of coordination, but nonetheless, not really much of a challenge anymore. Alright guys, the end is near. Hang in there because we are almost done, and with that, we're off to the Court of Oryx. To those out there who are taking their time to get to 335 with their characters or alternates, like myself, may find the court useful this time around, because once you get to like 330, 331, the court has a possibility of dropping 335 artifacts, and so far, I've had more success in the court in finding higher artifacts than in the raid, so keep that in mind. Alright, so the court, let's get to it. This week's tier 3 boss is Kagor. I never know how to pronounce this, but either way, the easiest boss in the Court of Oryx. Now, I'm sure most of you out there know how to beat her already, but the short version is to shoot the Acolyte eyes. If you're soloing it, shoot them all. If you're in a fire team, split them up halvesies. Each eye gives you a damage buff against the ogre. You can snipe that dude down pretty easily, and once he's taken care of, rush up there and do the work on the wizard. Swords are the best way to finish it off, and that's it. And speaking of that's it, well, that is it. As always, guys, thank all of you out there for watching and for supporting the smaller YouTuber. I couldn't do this without you and your support, and that is what keeps me going. Don't forget to follow me at Sly Nation and stay up to speed on everything Destiny, The Division, and new uploads from Sly Nation. By the way, Division fans, Agents of the Nation 1.2 update is live, ready to go. So if you're watching this right now, then it has already dropped and is ready to download. Expect vids soon, and as always, if you find anything crazy out there, don't hesitate to let me know on Twitter. I'd love to hear about it. But that's it, Guardians. Have a great Reset Tuesday, and for that matter, a great week in general. I'll be back with more videos throughout the week, so stay locked on Sly Nation. But until then, this is your boy Sly. Done. Gone. Out.
Ammo inbound. Zone B secure.